22. And for those of you wondering, I'll be watching it from Funimation's website. And I will be starting my reaction in 1-0, go! Kadokawa. Dun, 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 dun. I always love that little song that plays whenever Funimation logo's about to start. You know, no matter how many times I look at that, youch, that's never gonna stop my stomach from being a little bit queasy when saying that. And I gotta give credit to the voice actress, whoever said that. No, that was absolutely fantastic. Oh, this evil, smug, beautiful, sexy sack of morally dark trash, which I'm gonna assume that lady is less than ethical, because there's gotta be something in it for her. I don't think she'd just be helping out Satako just because. I mean, that could be my guess though, but it's a gut feeling I get. Speaking of which, I actually didn't notice this since when I watched the opening earlier, but they even have that box too, where Rika does that little trick against Satako. Huh. It's definitely one of the openings where, at least for me, I just find something new each and every time I view it. Yeah, that part's just nightmare fuel right there. She has a little smile. Woo, man. Now, as for the series itself, it just feels like, from what's been shown off so far, that series could probably even have another core with the amount of plot points it has to work with. So I wonder how they're gonna end it off in like the next few episodes. Speaking of which, I like those little new images near the end of the opening. It looks pretty dang freaking nice too. But now it's back. Oh boy, I wonder how Satako's gonna react this time. Okay, she looks like someone who came out of a war, who's got PTSD. Well, that's what Satako's wrong. She is smart herself. Okay, at least there she's mentioning that she detests studying. But regardless, though. I mean, the thing is, though, she kind of had at least in the previous loop, she did have the opportunity. Just considering the fact that when it came to Rika, she even mentioned it herself in the previous loop that she tried to actually give a helping hand to Satako, and Satako rejected that. So here, Satako is partially at fault for the situation she's in. Well, yeah, there Rick is also partially at fault too, because don't get me wrong, in previous loops it does emphasize that she did invite Satako to hang out with her and her friends, but simultaneously when they were older, we never really did see Rika invite Satako to do anything just with her by herself when they were in the high society school. So I could see why Satako would be reacting the way she would be. I mean, they're both kind of at fault for the situation right now. I mean, yeah, she is right. But at the same time, though, okay, at least there she's admitting that she doesn't want to try, and that's Satako's problem right there. She don't want to try. But that's kind of where she's wrong too, because again, we saw in the previous loop that when Satako actually did say her actual feelings towards Rika right before Satako had the chandelier fall upon both of them, Rika did hug Satako, and you can tell there was a lot of love and affection there, so. It ain't as simple as Satako is making it out to seem, but I can understand, though, where she's coming from. Especially considering her backstory, how her parents treated her, and all that. I could see why she'd be super overly attached to someone. And I could see why she would utilize extreme methods to try to resolve things, too. Oh boy. We're about to see either Trunk Con or Car Con. I mean, it's. I mean, even though, yeah, there was a blood sport, at least it didn't show the body of Satako hit directly, so it could have been worse. I'm gonna go to series there's a daytime in the area I live in. Because that would have been nightmare inducing to watch right before I fell asleep. Saturday, June 16th, 1984. Oh, I see. She's trying to get her to further appreciate the sights and visuals so that at the very least Rika's less inclined of leaving. I mean, trying to play the psychological factor. It actually does look beautiful. Whoa, that water. It look good. You can definitely tell Emirates went to work trying to render it, Mizuya, more beautifully than usual because usually when they do have established shot, they don't make the water CGI look that good. Now the only thing I'm kind of worried about is, even though all this is happening right now, oh, poor girl. So it's like no matter, I mean, so yeah, no matter what happens. Oh no 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 no! Oh. Okay, I'm getting scared now. And at least that explains why all the other loops went absolutely chaotic. Ah no! Ah fuck. Now that I can never get used to Sataka humming and stuff like that. Oh. I don't know. I kind of think it would be. Yeah, exactly. They ain't exactly completely uninvolved parties right there. I like how instantly when when Sataka loses one argument, she instantly I gotta admit, Rika does have some pretty dang powerful mental fortitude right there. Oh! Ah. Okay, at least they didn't show her. Got herself with a pencil this time. Okay, that's a pretty fucked up thing of to say though. That she's actually enjoying all this. Well, did they just both die in that? Okay, I'm assuming they both died there. What the fuck? I'm assuming that if Satako does find an happy ending, that's when this chick with the staff isn't gonna be so entertained anymore. Oh. I wonder why she's saying this now, though. Okay, maybe, hopefully, with this, Satako will be at least a little bit more sympathetic towards Rika's situation. Just a teeny, teeny bit more. Hmm. Now, the biggest question is, why would she have all that recorded information? Okay, talk about one of the most biggest massive invasions of privacy I've ever seen. But you know what? This is nice. We can. Aww. And honestly, with that, hopefully, could at the very least cause Taco to change her methods of doing things over there. Hmm. That's just the way life is. I mean, I guess I could see where she's coming from because by fluke luck, even an individual that doesn't perceive much thought could write something good eventually. Oh, damn, that's massive dedication right there. mean, then again, Sataka only has time on her side. But I think that's like the worst. I mean, I understand worst Stuckism, but damn, that's like the worst mindset to have. I think the best way would be just talking to Rika that she knows about her looping abilities, so it'd be best for both of them just to come at a compromise. Hmm. Aw, man, just seeing our poor boy Keiichi suffer, even though, yes, we know it's in the previous loops, can never get used to that. I'm gonna assume that those are probably his intestines falling. Oh, whoa! Okay, how did things get that bad in this loop? The fuck? Alrighty then. Yeah, but that was an accident, though. You know, accidents do happen on occasions. Honestly, I don't even know at this point if it's a mercy that Kaichi doesn't have a looping ability or if it's like a cursing on itself. Yeah. Okay then. At least now we know a little bit more about Hanyu here. But I was just making wondering if Hanyu's actually there in physical form or just inside the thoughts of Rika, though. That's my bigger question. Because I haven't really clarified Hanyu's specific situation that much yet. Oh. Oh. What is she gonna try to make life in Hinamazuya so good that Rika is not gonna want to leave? With almost no flaws? Could that be what Sadaka's gonna be planning? Makes sense considering that I wouldn't be shocked if someone losing their sanity with that ability, especially if they constantly suffer failure endlessly. Whoa. And that also explains why, whenever it came to the earlier episodes, it always seemed like everything was against Rika, considering the fact that at the start she didn't have her memory. So I love how this recontextualizes things too. Hmm. Okay, this is a creepy ass ability right there. Thankfully, at the very least, we know that's not the case anymore. So I wonder what type of shock she's gonna be in. Once she realizes that Rick, there's gonna be a point where she is gonna retain her memories. And the thing is, that wish wouldn't necessarily. The thing that she has to perceive is that Rika does care about her because she wants her to come with her. Oh man! Oh, oh wait, what's over? Oh, oh man, that was some awesome stuff though. Okay, as for the episode itself, I gotta give it a 9 out of 10 because for one, it at least explains why Rika always felt like at a disadvantage in the first few episodes of the series. Because I was wondering, okay, how has she not had like the upper hand despite her constantly looping? Well, then this episode pretty much shows us why. I mean, if Satoko, for the majority of the series, always had the edge of retaining her memories, at least right up to the point where Anya sacrificed herself, then that does explain a lot. So that's what I thought the episode did great from a story standpoint, because it does a great job of explaining why Rika was almost always in deep shit. And then in addition to that, something else that also really adored about this episode too. Even though, yeah, some of the things that Satako is doing is pretty pretty wild. I gotta say, it conversely makes her more likable. Just seeing her dedication, like literally spending a century, well, up to a century, looking at how Rico fit in the other loops just to get the upper hand. So there's just supreme dedication right there. I'm like, it's like massive amounts of studying here. I'm thinking, Satoko, if you spent that much time, if the effort you spend in looking at Rika's loops, if you just only spent that time in studying, you would probably have the highest grades achievable. Like, no joke. But I do love how the series did in preface. She does hate studying. So it prevents itself from that feeling like a plot hole while at the same time showing us Satoku's conviction. And that's why I felt the episode did fantastic from a story standpoint. Because you understand her. And plus, Satoko does look like the type that would probably much more entertained learning things physically or through watching things over just studying or writing things down. She does seem like that type of person, so it feels like the type of thing someone like her would actually do. And then aside from that, I'm loving it from the character standpoint. Now we really understand everything that we need about know about Satako. We understand how she is such a amazing manipulator, and I mean that in the best possible way because when she tries to manipulate Rika, it's with the best of intentions from her perspective. That's the scary part. Like Satako, now we understand that she's doing this because she feels like this is the right way of doing things, not because they're actually the right way of doing things. And that's what I love about her too. Because it just at least makes me respect her even more than it already did. And that's what I thought it fantastic from a character standpoint, because it just gives you new things to just love about her. And then seeing like her dedication too, because when she decides to end her life to just do another loop, I'm like, wow, that is just absolutely wild. To have that kind of willpower to like do it without hesitation, it's just impressive. And that's what I thought this episode. It did an amazing job of making Satako an even better character than she already was. And simultaneously, I do like how when it comes to Rika, this episode does actually show us some more of Rika's flaws. Because don't get me wrong, yes, she did offer to help out Satako. Yes, she did invite Satako to study with her. But also, yes, Satako makes a great point. We never really saw these two try to like ever hang out. Like, we never see them go shopping whenever they went to the fancy school. We never saw them play any games. None of that. So yeah, Satako has a point. And that's something I really love to emphasize because it shows you that in Higurashi, none of the characters are perfect. They're great characters, but they have their positives and they have their shitty sides towards them too. And that's what I love. Showing how it shows off almost everyone's less than optimal side. And that's why I feel the writing in the episode was amazing because it just makes the characters feel much more real than they already did. And honestly, the psychological factor of the series is what's making this series one of my favorite animes of the season by far. Like, I don't even think there's any hesitation for me on that. And that's why I was in love with the script of the episode. Enough to give it a 9 out of 10. And the visual quality. I mean, geez. The animators, they always do a fantastic job of making sure that everything looks beautiful. From the way Hinamizuya, the cities look detailed, the waterworks look detailed. Like, no joke. Usually when Higurashi has water effects, it looks good. But it looked especially so in this episode. And you know what? I think that was actually pretty necessary because if they're doing a great job of emphasizing just the beauty of the place where all of our main characters grew up. And that's where I also have to give it credit too, because if the animation would have been less than stellar, then Satoko's argument wouldn't have had as much power behind it. And that's why I feel the visuals did a great job of elevating the episode further than it already was elevated. And the artwork was beautiful too. I mean, all the blood spatter effects, all the facial expressions, like seeing Satako look depressed, that got to me visually. And a lot of series don't have that same type of effect. And that's why I love what it did in that department. Vocal performances were great, especially from Satoko's voice actress. And shout out to the girl that yelled "no" at the start of the episode. It sounded like someone was actually being stabbed to death. I was like, damn! I wonder how many takes it took that lady to have that perfect scream, because whoever she deserves more anime roles. And yeah, that's what I thought it was worthy of 9 out of 10. It just did almost everything extremely well. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, because I'm definitely reacting to episode 23. And also, hello, Hosier Onejor. I actually just barely finished reacting to the episode right now, actually. The reason why I have the timer a minute and 30 seconds, Hosier Onejor, is because I actually was getting it ready for the Heaven's Design Team episode and non-reaction, actually. But, yeah, if you want, though, if you have any questions, I can answer them now, or you can mention them in the comment section if you want to ask any questions after you watch my reaction after the replay feature. Yeah, you did. You just barely missed it, actually. Yeah, I just barely finished off my overview and the reaction in like a minutes. Well, yeah, like 2 minutes ago. But still, though, thank you for joining the live chat, Hosier One Jor. Though it was actually fun reading your comment. But yeah, probably I don't know. I have no idea. I'll have to think about it because a lot of people say the studio did a bad job with the original. So I'm just gonna wait and see how this series ends before I do that. I love this series though, but a lot of people say Studio Dean fucked up all the subtle nuances in the original, and that their animation was pretty trashed here too, and that it aged terribly the original Higurashi. At least that's what I read up on the original series when it came to the OG Higurashi. But I'll consider it though. I'm not gonna necessarily discount it. But yeah, that's I'm pretty much 50-50. I'll have a more thorough answer on that as your wonder once I finish off watching this one. Then once I finish off watching this one, then I'll have an idea if I'll watch the original Higurashi, that is. But I am considering though. But yeah. Yeah, I definitely heard that was the biggest issue for people in the original Higurashi. And that Studio Dean couldn't animate properly to save their lives. I remember that being emphasized a lot. But yeah. I'm definitely gonna think about it though. And it wouldn't be anytime soon if I were to watch it because I have way too many animes to react to, unfortunately. I still gotta catch up with Akatsuki Planet. I have 8 episodes on that and 5 Indian Chronicle episodes and like 4 Hijiri Gal Gaiku. So I still gotta catch up on those. Well, yeah, I'd say it's 50-50 whether I'll watch the original or not. That's what I'll do. You know what I'll probably do? I'll probably like react to the last episode and I'll tell people if my last reaction video can get 1,000 views and 100 likes, then I'll react to the original Higurashi. No strings attached. I'm gonna do that. Then I'll see if I actually get that much, then I'll react to the original Higurashi. If I don't get 1,000 views on the last reaction on that, then I won't react to the original Higurashi. I'll probably do that. And I'll just watch the original Higurashi in my own time. That's probably what I'm going to do. I might do it that way, actually. So I'll see. Depending on how people turn out on the final reaction for my Higurashi reaction for this new series, then I'll react to it or not. So that's going to depend on the people. For sure, Hoser Wonder. That's how I'm going to... You know what? That's how I should handle it. So yeah, that's probably how I'm going to handle it. Well, I don't know. I'll have to think about it pretty much. But yeah, that's my stance on it. Pretty much just due to lack of time. Because I know I'm already like stacked up just watching all the newer animes. That's like the toughest task to each season so far. And keeping up with all the hentai too is another tough thing too. But that's a great question, Hosier One Jor, though. I'll for sure know once I react to the final episode. But anyways, right before I go, I'd like to say thank you very much to Hosier One Jor for comments on the live chat. And for everyone else, thank you so much for watching my video. Hope y'all have a great, safe, and fantastic day. And I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. Because I'm definitely going to be reacting to episode 23. But anyways, y'all. Thank you so much for watching my video, everyone. And have a fantastic day, y'all. Bye-bye. Oh, that's that. Oh, good thing I read your comment. Yeah, that's a great point, Hosier One Jor. She was the ultimate yandere there. You're definitely right on that. And yeah, good timing on the comment. I actually was about to click off right, but then I saw your comments on my phone notification. So great timing. But anyways, again, thank you very much, Hosier One Jor, and everyone else. And I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. Bye-bye, everyone. And the next one I'm going to be reacting to will be Hammond Design Team Episode 9, I believe. But anyways, later everyone.